Mammon have planned for you. Let me read you what Mammon has planned. In Lucifer's great apostasy, I can tell you right now that it is not enough that he has numbered your food and numbered your house, and he has numbered the car that you drive, and he has numbered the fuel that you burn, and he's numbered your monthly heating bill, and he has numbered the clothing on your body, probably even the animals you love. He has numbered many, many things. As a matter of fact, he has numbered everything in your life to this date except for one satanic expression that he wants to put a number. One last place. What's that? Nope. Well, in a way, yes. He wants to number your forehead or your hand. Now, I do believe, I'm going to read this a second for you.
Where are you reading?
Revelation 13:15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause, not force, and cause, that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Why do we live in an age? See, it is time. It is time to sober up. Why do we live in an age that unless you are associated with a number, you cannot have a house or clothing, or you cannot have property, you cannot work, you cannot have a job, you cannot partake in education, you cannot partake in so many things now. Why? Because Mammon says that if you do not bear that number, as he begins to manufacture the net, he is weaving together the net by which he will snare men. If you don't have the number, you will not be able to live. You will have to make an agreement with death itself in a way. You will have to resign and say, if I don't partake in this number, it is certainly death. And you will have to face the ferocity of death. All hinged upon a number. As the evil one has been creeping closer and closer and closer, he has gotten this number. He's gotten this number onto a card in your wallets, into your memory. He's gotten this number as close intimately to you as he possibly can at this age. Notice where he wants it. Do you know that this is where authority is known? The frontlet of the head? I'll tell you what, if you don't have that number in this country, you have no authority. Anywhere else he wants it?
Right hand.
No. This is the hand of authority and spirit, and the hand also that a man's deeds are known by. Beware. Lucifer already has that number upon the invisible man. One of the first things you ever ask a person, and I have asked this of plenty of people, tell them that I want to be free of a Social Security number or a number. You know, one of the first things they say is, how will you live? Do you know why that question is the first thing out of their mouth? Because already that number is synonymous with the ability to live in the powers and principalities in the land in which they dwell. So to lose that number is the same as suicide. Lose the number? Well, they'll cut your throat. It's the same. That is how synonymously it has been drawn in the mind. Now, Mark set out on the deck. He said, what do we do? What's the answer? What is the answer? I'm going to start by reading this. Matthew 5.
Nick, turn my Bible and pass it on down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on.
Is it?
Matthew 6.
Thank you.
Which verses?
Matthew 6, starting in 24. What's that? Ah. Oh yeah, there it is right there. We'll wait till Mark comes back.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
It's just I wanted to say it's cool that you listening to you talk about this stuff.
Uh-huh.
It's just like as I've been at work, a lot of this, basically all that you've said has been on my mind at work, basically continuously. It's just cool because it's like, I guess a witness of another brother to the exact same things that I've been meditating on.
Good, Ben.
It's really, it's cool to hear because it's like word for word and like even in the same order that you've been saying these things. I've been thinking about them at work a lot. But it's just really cool to hear that.
Yes, I believe that what Watchman Nee saw about that Spirit having the authority to number or enumerate creation was by the Spirit of God. All right, I'm going to read this. Matthew 6, we'll start with 24. No man can serve two masters. For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. I want to stop right there first. You see how Jesus emphatically said that? I'm going to say, you're not going to waffle around in the margin between the two. You're not going to care for one and care for the other a little less. What he says there is an actual reality in the Spirit because of the light of God. Don't kid yourself. If you are tampering with mammon outside of Christ, you are going to find yourself in hatred and contempt for God. Because how? How? Because you will see that God is the one who wants to cost you things. God is the one who wants you to suffer. God is the one who wants to take away from you the things you enjoy and love. After all, by money, by the power of mammon, haven't you come to obtain the things you love and the comforts that you depend upon? That's what Jesus is talking about. He's talking about something which happens within the whole of man, that man does not control. He speaks of himself as Lord. He speaks as God above, and he speaks of mammon as what? Servants? Masters. Mammon serves no man. Do not be deceived. Outside of Jesus Christ, money has never been in your hand a servant. Never. It has always been a master. I can tell you how. All Satan has to do is give one vision of you lacking in the future, and a man says, "Ooh, I need to save money." Or you spend a little bit too much on something, and immediately the soul sinks and says, "I just traded away that much of my ability to live."